Hi, we're back again because there were so many questions that we didn't get to while we were talking before. So we just wanted to answer some of your questions, and we're so appreciative of your writing in. Do you want to tell us who wrote in? Can you see it anymore? No. Oh, okay. So next time we'll use your names and we'll answer your questions. But the first question was about trail work in the Blue Hills that NEMBA and the Friends of Blue Hills have been working together on. And maybe you can talk about, there's both a bridge and mountain bike trail. Do you want to talk a little bit about those?
Sure, yeah. As I mentioned before, we, in partnership with Friends of Blue Hills, NEMBA and Friends of Blue Hills, we built these two nice new trails coming up Buck Hill. And it was a great experience for everybody because the trail we built in November 2016, we had 75 people working on the trail that day. We had done some preliminary work, but but there was a lot of people working really hard to get it done in the one day that we got it done. It was really exciting. And we had a little barbecue back at the pond afterwards, and it was a good day. We also did this a similar event this past, I think it was June this past year, where we built we designed and built the bridge on Headquarters Path, which was in bad need of replacement. It had some timbers missing out of it and really dangerous to even walk over. So we completely, almost completely replaced it. I guess we could say we did replace it completely. It's actually maybe even a little bit longer, a lot safer. And that was another joint with NEMBA and Friends of Blue Hills. NEMBA has we have a great resource of bridge builders that have built bridges in a lot of other parks in the area for the DCR and Borderland, Foxborough, Oakland State Park, especially. So we the resources there and designed a great bridge, and everybody helped out.
Good. And there was another question about why the mountain biking was restricted east of 28, and it has to do with protecting endangered species habitat that's required by the State Department of Conservation and Recreation. And that's probably all we want to say about that. Is that?
Yeah, the reasons for the closure, the restriction aren't really clear. There's a lot of confusion and a lot of bewilderment about that within the mountain biking community because it's still being used by other users. So we're always looking for. It's always a question I ask when PCR official. I'd like to know when can we get a little bit of access over there. Like I said before, the access from Braintree and Quincy via trail to this side would be a huge step in the right direction. Whether we can work around the endangered species, I think it's pretty possible to do that. I'm not a scientist at all, but I think that it could be scientifically worked out. Anyways, it would give mountain bikers better ways to get here rather than by car. Like I said before, you could ride your bike from Quincy or from Braintree without even getting in a car, and you wouldn't have to be on the road. And as we know, the road's a dangerous place these days, and a lot more bikers are heading towards the woods, getting off the roads.
Great. And there was another question about what are the conditions are like today for mountain biking?
Today?
Yeah.
Today, the conditions are awesome. Yesterday, there was a lot more ice, apparently, and there's still ice underneath the snow. You still have to be careful with that. But the mixture of the rain and the snow and the freezing again and the sun shining made a big difference today. I rode stuff that I didn't ride yesterday because it was way too slick underneath the snow. Now you're kind of on top of the snow and not getting down to the ice, whatever ice is left there. So things are looking up.
That's great. So are there any other questions or So thank you so much for commenting, and we would love to answer any more questions. We can do that in the comments later. So thank you again for watching Blue Hills Alive, your guide to the Blue Hills.